Hi, Bobby Davidowitz here, Celebrity Branding Agent with the Celebrity Branding Agency, and I'm here with Greg Rollett, our Chief Marketing Officer. How you doing, Greg?
Good, man. Thanks for having me today.
So I'm bringing Greg on because really I feel that you're one of the biggest hidden secrets of this company. I talk to clients all the time and you ask me, what does Greg do? And I'm like, I try to explain it the best I can, but he's basically the secret behind the marketing you see with our company. And that's kind of a hard thing to explain because every business is a little bit different. So I wanted to bring Greg on to kind of explain a little bit to you, maybe apparently do a little show and tell. So
Exactly.
Greg, take it away.
Yeah, it's kind of like the man, the myth, and the legend, right? No, I'm just playing. But, real excited to share some of this information with you guys today because one of the biggest things that we want for you as you become a celebrity expert and go through our programs is to use this media in your marketing. Use the fact that you're a best-selling author, that you've been on TV, that you've been seen in some of the biggest big print media in the world, and use it in your direct marketing that you're sending to your clients and to your prospects so that you can really show them that you're the person that can solve the problems. And you see it with our marketing, right? So if you're one of our clients, you should be getting the Celebrity Expert Insider, which is our monthly newsletter, and just things right from the beginning as you see our faces right on the envelope. Right? And then you open it and you see our faces again. In the backdrop of this video, you see our faces. And what we're doing is we're positioning ourselves as these celebrity experts to help you become a celebrity expert. But in your business, you want to position yourself as the dentist who can solve that tooth problem that you have, or that financial advisor who can solve that retirement issue that I have. And using these major media credentials in your marketing is the best way to do it. So you want to do a little show and tell?
Yeah, let's do a little show and tell. And one thing I would say is that, you work with people regardless of where they are in their marketing, right? I mean, you're gonna help find the places where they're basically leaving money on the table, right?
Oh, 100%. That's really the first place we look is, what are they currently doing in their marketing? Because you're doing something right? If you're working with us, you are an expert and you have a business and you got clients coming in, but usually there's really some breadcrumbs that you're leaving on the table that we can come in and just scoop up, and usually that's in the follow-up marketing, right? So you're doing some type of marketing to get people in the door, right? So maybe you're doing seminars and you're only converting a certain percentage of people at the seminar. So a quick example, you get 30 people at an event, right? And maybe 10 people sign up for that consultation and you have 20 people who didn't take action today. Right? Most people don't do anything with those 20 people and they go and they have another seminar to get another 30 people. But these 20 people, they took time out of their day to RSVP. They blocked their schedule out so they could show up. They spent time with you. These people they have some vested interest in you, and all you need to do is follow up with them. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Maybe they needed their significant other there. Or maybe you just didn't give them enough information. So that follow-up process. And so a couple examples of things that we do in that follow-up process is, send them a series of letters, send them a series of emails. Use some of the media pieces in that follow-up sequence. So a couple pieces, I'm just now fumbling through this stuff because I don't have it in the perfect order, is sending out some postcards. This is a really great postcard that we did for a financial advisor, and I don't know how close we can zoom in on it, but after the seminar, they send this out to unconverted leads and they say, hey, if you like the seminar, well, guess what? We're on the radio every week as well. So if you'd like to learn more about our process and about what we do, well, check us out. We're on 610 WIOD, and you can see on the postcard, I know it's really small because I'm far away right now, but they have all the logos that they were seeing on ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox, and they were in Newsweek with us. So the logo credentials are right on there. Their faces are right here, so you recognize them as the experts. What I really love about what they did is on the back side is it says, from the same station that brings you Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, Rick Sanchez, Sean Hannity. And so in the minds of the prospect, these financial advisors are on the same playing field as Glenn Beck, as Rush Limbaugh. And this is just a postcard that they send out to people in that follow-up process. The other thing that they do is after they send this postcard out is the next week they send out a CD of the best of their radio show. So now they're educating people in the process and they're converting more people that came to the seminar that didn't actually convert. And this can be done at any kind. It doesn't matter if you're doing a seminar, it doesn't matter if you're doing webinars online. It's that follow-up sequence that's really powerful.
Sure, and not only that is, tell them a little bit about how important tracking is when it comes to marketing.
Oh, tracking is fundamental to what you do. I can't tell you how many clients, the first thing we do when we get on the phone with them is they have the exact same phone number on their website that's in their Yellow Page ad, that's in their direct mail piece, that's in the ad they ran in the local newspaper, and they have no idea where the calls are coming from. And so they can guesstimate, and maybe when they call in, they ask where they came from, but you don't really know what source is working. And if you're spending a lot of money on ads, don't you want to know how that ad's producing?
Absolutely.
So the next time that the slick talking salesman comes in and they're like, are you ready to renew your contract? You can say, well, actually, we only got X number of calls from you, or we got a great number of calls from you. Let's double the ad size, or let's take a full page out, because you know that source is working. Now let's amplify it. You know,
Absolutely.
so very, very important. And so a couple other things that I want to touch on is personality-driven stuff, right? So the reason you're coming up to us is because you want to be the guy. You want to be the celebrity expert in your marketplace. So in order to do that, you got to show yourself off, right? In the best way possible, right? It's not bragging. It's not, you know, building on your ego, but you're showing that you're the person. So I have a really cool catalog here that we developed for Richard Sepula, the ROI guy, and you can see it's his photo right on the cover, and it's, you know, the world's leading expert on ROI and direct marketing presents these fundamentals. And on the inside, every single page, and we'll have samples of this stuff that you guys can check out below the video, it's photos of him on the red carpet, photos of him at some of the events that he's been to, photos of him giving presentations and speeches, photos with him with some of the celebrity experts we work with, like Dan Kennedy and Jack Canfield and Brian Tracy. And the whole point of this is it's building him as the absolute expert in his field. So you say, there's no one else, there's no one on his playing field. I have to work with Richard because he is the guy in that field. So really, really powerful stuff.
So you can pretty much, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. You can work with anybody, figure out where they're at. So the process is basically you'll get on a consultation call with them.
Right.
And we're going to figure out what they're doing, what they're not doing, and then that's where you kind of start with the point of attack.
100%. That's the first place that we start with all of our clients is we go through the marketing assessment process. And we talk about all the different marketing pieces that they've created, all the different pieces of collateral, all the advertisements that they're running, their follow-up sequences, their sales sequences. Do they have a sales team? Are they relying on events? And we go through and we look for, again, those missing ingredients, those breadcrumbs that they're laying on the table. And we create a roadmap from there, right? So in some business, it might be that follow-up sequence that I started with. In other businesses, maybe their business is driven by referrals, but they're not consciously asking for referrals. So maybe we're looking at creating a brand new welcome kit. So when a new client comes in, they say, hey, welcome to the organization. We're so excited for you to be here. And maybe there's an envelope in there that's like a sealed envelope and it's kind of top secret, a little 007 style. And when they open it, it says, hey, you're really cool. We like working with you. I bet you know other people like you that we could help as well. And so you're now initiating that referral process, right? So things like doing some folders. So when they become clients, you're sending them this in the mail. This is one for a financial advisor by the name of Carol Schmidlin. She FedExes this to her clients, you know, and they get the folder and says, you know, hey, thanks for being a client. Here's some of the things you can expect with working with us. Here's a list of testimonials of other people we worked with. And she starts that process, that indoctrination process right away. And again, she asks for the referral because if it works for me, you know, I bet it's going to work for other people just like me.
Sure, and then one of the things I always tell clients is, and this is the best way I can describe this, right? So people come to me and they have a marketing person, and a lot of times they'll hire somebody, you know, right out of school, a marketing person, and they're paying them $24,000 a year. And I say, if you're willing to pay somebody without a proven track record for $24,000 a year, I'll lend you my chief marketing officer for $24,000 a year. And you know the marketing works is it's what we do, and it's probably how you heard about us, right?
Yeah, and that's the great thing is we get to test all this stuff on ourselves first, which is really great. I mean, you see all the marketing that we're doing, all the follow-up stuff, all the events. We're running ads in major magazines right now. We're testing out all these processes, and then we get to share that with all the celebrity experts that we get to work with. So it is proven marketing, and you're right. If you're betting your marketing on someone just out of college who's never written a sales letter, who doesn't know about the psychology of why people buy, how they buy, who the target audience is, making sure that the different psychological steps are hit, that the educational process is set up correctly to move the sale forward, you know, you're betting on someone that without that kind of experience, it's very difficult to get that. And that's really what we bring is you're really getting the chief marketing officer of one of the world's leading agencies to do your marketing for you.
That's amazing. So basically, for about $200, they can get on the phone with you.
Correct.
You're going to go through their, you know, marketing, their branding, what they're doing, figure out where they're leaving money on the table. If they choose to work with you, then it's $2,000 a month, every month for 12 months or as long as they continue to work with you.
Yeah, so it starts out at $19.95 a month and up, depending on the program that we put them through. And you're correct, it's a 12-month contract because this is stuff that needs to work over time. You can't work miracles in a week. We got to run ads, we got to test things, we got to put things through the process. You know, some of these materials take some time to create, and we want to see this grow over time. And the real thing that we talk about in that initial consultation is 12 months from now, what does your business look like, right? And that's where I'm trying to take you through this program.
Well, I'm just happy that I can unleash this mystery of Greg Rollett to the people. I'm hoping that this kind of clarifies what Greg does. And please contact your agent. Let us know. I'd love to set you up with a call with Greg because you know, when you talk to somebody with this kind of knowledge, this kind of marketing experience, I think you'll see why you need to use somebody like Greg. So I'm glad you came on. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, man.
See you guys later.